set cell K7 to 3000 by changing cell K8. Or did I do that backwards? I think I got that right. And it says our new price should be $7 a box. Modify K8 to show 2 decimal places. Create a named range sales data for cells A2 to G32. A2 to G32. And we call that sales data. In cell K10, enter the lookup date (8/19/2019). In cell K11, enter a formula using VLOOKUP to display whether or not the sales goal was met for the date listed. In cell K10, use the named range sales data for the table array argument. The formula should return the value in the sales goal met, column 7 in the data array, only when there is an exact match. Okay, so I'll insert a VLOOKUP. Display whether or not the sales goal was met for the date listed in cell K10. And our table array is sales data. And the formula should return the value in sales goal met, which is column 7. Make a copy of the online sales worksheet. Last sheet in the workbook, and then I'll name it pivot data. Go to the online sales worksheet. And format the sales data as a table using the table style Aqua, table style Light 9. pivot table style night 9. I'm going to work at A3 and my table has headers. Display the total of the quantity column. So I'll just use auto sum. Remove the count from the state column. I'm not understanding that because I'm not seeing a count here. I could have a count here, but I don't. So I'm not sure what they're talking about on that one. Oh, go ahead, none. There's none. Sort the data alphabetically by values in the item column. Wrong page. Filter the table to show only rows where the value in the state column is Maryland. So instead of select all, unselect, select all, and just pick Maryland. Create a pivot table using the data in cells A3 to D120 from the data in the pivot data worksheet. The pivot table should appear on its own worksheet. Use values from the item column as the rows and the sum of values in the quantity column as the values. Okay, so when I come down to the pivot data table and select A3 down to D120, go to Insert Tables, Pivot Table. We want to make sure it says new worksheet and we're using our pivot data A3 to D120. So we're going to use items, as the columns. I'm going to use the value from the item column as the rows and the sum of values in the quantity column. Oops. As the values. name the pivot table worksheet pivot table. It should be to the left of the pivot data worksheet. Okay. Insert a pivot chart on the pivot table worksheet. Use a pie chart to represent the total quantity. Pivot chart. Oh, I did that right. Yeah, pivot chart and pie to represent the total quantity for each item. If necessary, move it so it doesn't cover the data. Unhide the buy one get one sale 2008 worksheet. It's hidden in here. Unhide buy one get one sale 2018. Save and close the workbook. Back up to the top to upload the file, and mine is in week 8. Okay, so I got 2 dings. One was in my VLOOKUP. I forgot to put false down here as the last option. And I guess K10 was not supposed to be an absolute cell reference. And then for some reason the column widths did not come out exactly right on the mobile sales tab. So I'm not sure. But all in all, I ended up with a 97, which is acceptable. I might try to fix those couple of things and resubmit it. If you have any other questions, please feel free to give me a call. Thank you, and hope you have a great week 8.